I was just talking to my friend Adam Greeley. He said that he was having some problems because of the price of water in the United States today. I work in a grocery store. I know the cost of water. It distills down to 33 cents a gallon. But this is absolutely too much for him to handle. Why buy bottled water then? Here's the explanation. To avoid needing to buy the Nazi fluoride-infused water that is now in every state across the Union. I seem to recall having looked at the Minnesota Municipal Water Report back in 2009, and the fluoride count was something like 2 parts per billion, which is damn near untraceable. And why doesn't he want to drink fluoride-infused water, despite you can get it everywhere for cheap, really cheap? Because he believes that it was created in 1920, fluoride I mean, by a German socialist attempting to create a weapon of war. I know a little bit about Germany. I did a little bit of reading some time ago. And, okay, so there are a lot of people in Germany who wanted to hurt a lot of people, but hey, who doesn't want to hurt somebody? It's pretty much in the human condition. You know, if you take a look at us, we got fangs. There's a reason why. It's because we're about one step off the evolutionary ladder of being predators ourselves. But okay. Now, even if this was true, which it's not, there's still a problem with this. What are the potential side effects of fluoride poisoning? Accelerated aging, if I recall, hair loss, sterilization. And those things are bad. It'd be bad to lose my hair. I like my hair. I got a pretty healthy amount of it. Rapid aging. Nobody wants to age rapidly. You know, a lot of us spend a good chunk of our fortune trying not to age. And sterility. How much fluoride does it take to get fluoride poisoning again? Can anybody give me a number? Anyway, that aside. Now, Germany is all about efficiency. Germans like to do things fast and clean. It's kind of a part of their nationality. They want things to be fast, they want them to be clean. I'm going to repeat that because it sounds vaguely important. And that's why they invented cyanide. Because, again, I seem to recall something about when you mix cyanide with hydrogen, it creates this gas-like substance that kind of sort of causes your heart to explode. Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? Anyway. So, if there was a German socialist in 1920 who created a weapon of mass destruction that was able to be used in a gaseous form or in a means of being filtered through water in order to create a dead zone in some particular location, it was probably cyanide. Cyanide gas is a pain in the ass. The effects of cyanide, again, I'm sorry if I don't remember this correctly, but cyanide poisoning started with something to the effect of caused paralysis, slows down your heart rate, caused some sort of an adrenaline spike, as I recall, then culminates in cardiac arrest, all without the appearance of pain, actually. That's why it was used in lethal injection, because it was thought that it was completely humane. Probably not, but I'll go ahead and give you that one. So, there's nothing wrong with drinking fluoride. Fluoridated water is good for you, according to my doctor at least. It would take an absolutely unprecedented amount of it injected simultaneously directly into the bloodstream at that in order to actually do physical harm. Now, there is a legitimate reason not to drink city water, though. This actually dates back to 1700, as it was discovered at around that point in time. There was a massive surge in the population of tapeworms, hookworms, leeches, and there was this serious problem with copper contamination. And so it was discovered that in order to make water drinkable, it needed to be fermented, which basically means that it needed to be mixed with vinegar at the time in order to become drinkable. And so water became unfashionable. It was drank only by slaves and lower class people. But that did last for a good 200 years. Then you come to a couple of American entrepreneurs at, I think it was 1900, who had actually discovered a way of purifying water, which is ridiculous, took this long to figure this out. If you boiled water and then reduced it to room temperature by sealing it in an enclosed container, that would kill almost all infections. Now, they took the same properties of distilleries and used that as a means of cleaning water, packaging it, and selling it. So the bottled water industry came into existence. Water became something that sophisticates would drink. And so that's who bottled water was originally meant for. It was meant for wine enthusiasts. So, I'm sorry, Adam, but I think you're just wrong. I hate to do an attack video, which is pretty much what this is, but you don't need to spend your money on bottled water. Bottled water is a luxury. All those minerals in city water are there for a reason or are completely harmless. I have been to some places where the water actually is toxic, and it is pretty god-awful. For example, if you've ever been to Scotts Bluff, there, the red clay deposits in the groundwater are so fucking high that water comes out of the pipe black and is good for nothing aside from showering. Anyway, that's about enough of this. So anyway, despite what I said about me loving bottled water, and I do, I still recognize that the water of the city is drinkable, and you should drink it. It's good, it's clean, and besides, our money pays for that already. That is part of property owner's tax. That is part of consumption tax. Everything that we pay taxes on, a percentage of it, goes to paying for sanitation. And the sanitation department, I believe, is responsible for making sure that our water is drinkable here in the fine state of Minnesota. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Internet. Have a good day.